Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Catie McNeil. You've now clicked on the Weather Now link. Let's jump right into it. Taking a look outside right now, cold night ahead of us here. Temperatures dropping down into the lower 30s and upper 20s across our immediate area, Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Very clear view of the city skyline, calm waters. You can see that reflection off of the bay there. And with that, we're continuing to see very dry weather, no significant precipitation in the forecast for the next several days. So avoid any outdoor burning, as we've been mentioning for the past week and a half or so, because we're going to be continuing to see very dry ground with those low humidity levels across the area. You can see that reflected here, satellite and radar. No issues or concerns here across southern New England, keeping things very dry. Again, that trend will continue to be a factor over the next week or so. Down in the Caribbean, though, things are heating up a little bit. We have potential tropical cyclone 18. That is expected to be our next named storm in the next 24 hours or so. There's also an area 20% chance of development in the next 7 days. So even though we're in November here, we're still tracking tropical activity down towards the Gulf of Mexico. So this potential tropical cyclone, which again is expected to become a named storm by tomorrow on Monday, will be something to watch out for areas of Cuba, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and potentially Key West as well in Florida. The long range forecast here is still up in the air, but we could even see some impacts to the Gulf Coast here, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and parts of Florida as well. So we'll be keeping a close eye on this, but it is expected to continue to strengthen into a hurricane in the next couple of days here. There's already a tropical storm warning in effect for the island of Jamaica. But again, here locally, very quiet weather, not expecting any major storms in our forecast over the next week or so. But as we head towards the overnight in the short term here, very cold temperatures dropping down to the lower 30s, even upper 20s in some spots overnight. We're going to be looking at a mix of clouds and sun on and off throughout the day, kind of mainly sunny to start with that mix of more partly sunny conditions towards the late morning, early afternoon. Your highs will still be cool, a little bit below average, but slightly milder than what we saw today, approaching the upper 50s in some spots. Now the change will be as we head towards the overnight, seeing those overnight lows significantly milder for overnight temperatures compared to what we've seen the past couple of nights due to a warm up in the forecast Tuesday and on into the end of the work week. So your Monday morning forecast here, starting off cold, temperatures lingering in the low 30s. It'll stay chilly throughout most of the morning, temperatures slowly starting to warm up as we head towards the afternoon. Again, still cool for those afternoon highs, but just slightly warmer, approaching the upper 50s in some spots compared to today where we only saw highs around 52 degrees or so. And again, those sunsets now an hour earlier, so we can expect that sunset to approach at around 4:30 tomorrow, late afternoon into evening. But we are looking at that warm up ahead, so something to look forward to Tuesday and especially on Wednesday. And as always, you can get your full forecast anytime, WPRI.com.